Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? This is Mrs. Barbara J. Beckley, CEO of DFN Broadcast Studios, and just a cheerleader for people in life. Sometimes I come on live. I'm talking about this is not like a pre recording live, this is live. And because I was something that was dropped in me in my spirit, and I believe in God and Jesus, and I know that I hear his voice in me saying some things to say, okay, Barbara, I need you to, express. It seemed like it's really in you and you want to just bring it out. So this is something tonight that I want to bring out. In fact, I'm even taking a break right now to say I wanted to kind of get on and just kind of have a chit chat, just have a talk with you to remind you of some things. Well, first of all, before I even start, you are amazing. You are wonderful. You are incredible. You are awesome. You're brilliant. You have knowledge. You're an expertise in your area. You are loved. I wanted to make sure that you keep reminding yourself of that each and every single day of your life. And if you have to say it every hour, every 5 minutes, every 5 seconds, do it. Because you have to love on you first. You have to love yourself first before anything else that you do. It has to come through you in here. Not here, because we all have those ideas, like they say, mindset in here, but it has to come here and it has to get in here. That's either positive or negative. But we're not talking about the negatives right now. We're talking about positive. So I want you to love on you. So I want to put that reminder out tonight for you. Okay. Second, I want to ask you a question today, because I had to ask myself, I always ask myself this question all the time. Yes, I'm putting it out there because I want you to see it. This is something I want to really dive into just a little. Just want to come into your world right now today. Is your purpose bigger than your distractions in life? Is your purpose bigger than your distractions? Yes, body language here, in your life. Like right now, I am being a distraction with my hands and putting things around me, right? But I'm still paying attention to what I'm saying to you of how important you are to love on you first. That means that my purpose and what I'm trying to do right now, this example, is more important than a distraction of my hand or distraction of the numbers I see in the corner of my screen. More important. So ask yourself that question. What is pulling? Yeah, there's going to be a lot of questions I'm coming out. What is pulling at your attention more than your purpose right now? What is pulling your attention away from your actual purpose that you have in your life right this second? I want you to answer that question too. And do I see some comments? That's okay. We're going to keep it moving. I know some people are on. So I'm not just like out there. But question, okay? So we're going to define. Let's define. I love to educate real quick. Let's define the meaning of your true purpose. What's the meaning of your true purpose, everyone? Your purpose, not somebody else's, yours. That's where I think it stops sometime, where we talk about, oh, I have a purpose in life. Oh, I was made to do this. Oh, ever since I was a little child, I knew this was everything because somebody told me. See, soon as I hear somebody told you, which I'm going to clarify that because there's a little caveat in there. But is it them telling you all the time? Or is it you internally saying to yourself, yes, this is what I love to do, or yes, this is what I enjoy to do, or this is my interest, or this is my value, or what I believe in? Not somebody just telling me. barber? Yes. And then also you're the talking head or you're the talking puppet. You don't need to be a talking puppet. You need to be you. So let's define what purpose really, really means, okay? Purpose is, and you hear this all the time, they say purpose is your why. The mission that keeps you moving even when life gets louder. That's the purpose. When life starts to get louder, do you stop what you're doing that's going to move the needle not only in your life, but move the needle in other people's lives? I always tell people, you are lighthouses to the world. Each and every one of you. I want you to remember that. You are lighthouses to the world. And if you're a lighthouse, if you're helping people bring them back to what they need to do in whatever in their lives, but you're being so distracted in what you're supposed to do that now the accountability of you not only helping yourself bring yourself out, but helping others draw you near to you because your light's supposed to help them move in their life. Look at who you're letting down. You're letting down yourself for one. Okay, let's start there. And then everybody else that needs to see you and see what you do, you're letting them down too. And we don't want that. No, no. So again, if you're just chiming in, if you're just coming in saying, okay, who's Barbara J. Begley? Who's this woman out here right now talking? I'm asking questions here. Is your purpose bigger than the distractions in your life? Do you let distractions take over your life? Do you let distractions take over your business? Do you let distractions take over your close relationships or your connections or your network? Do you let distractions just take over, period? Is that overweighing the power of what you should be doing? Ask yourself that question. And what I said about your purpose is basically keeps you moving even if those distractions get louder. Okay? Purpose doesn't disappear. It just gets buried under the noise. And the noise is the distractions. So anytime somebody says, well, I don't know what my purpose is. I thought it was this and that. No, the purpose is there. It's ingrained in you. It's right there. It's in your heart and soul. But then you're letting the noises and the distractions and everything else bury it. And then it starts to compound down. And then you're just like, I don't know. I'm just going to do. And then all of a sudden, your purpose is buried. And other person's purpose might be coming into your world, which technically that's not your purpose. You're just taking on somebody else because yours got buried because of distractions, the hurt, the pain, the trauma, whatever that noise is, whatever that distraction is, it's gotten buried. And we need to dig that thing up. I want you to dig it up tonight. Dig it up today. Whatever, because I might be talking, it might be morning, noon, and night right now. So wherever I'm talking, wherever you're coming from, we're going to dig up out of those distractions. Okay? So let's talk about some distractions, shall we? I just named a few. Which ones can you think of? I'm talking to you now, so talk back to me. I want to hear. What kind of common distractions do we usually have? Okay, let's start with one. And this is one that was a killer for me. Sometimes still is. Overthinking. Overthinking the process. Overthinking what people are going to think. Overthinking about a certain project you might be on. You're just thinking over and over again. It's never getting done. Overthinking, period. You're just overthinking about everything. So nothing's getting done. Now, it's okay to have a strategy. We get that. It's okay to have a business plan. I get that. It's okay to have that mission and vision. Yes, have all that. You want to be organized. But then do some action to it afterwards. Take some action. I always tell people, I said, if I want to tell you something, I want to tell you and I want to give you something that you can learn. And then after that, I want you to take some action with it afterwards. Like my pastor always says, I'm going to give her a quick plug because I love her so much. Christina Eshanti, period. That's what she always says, period. And when I always hear her say period, that means, yeah, that's it. We're done. That's all it is, right? So overthinking, common distraction. What kind of common distractions that you have in your life that you're not even admitting right now? I'll sit here for a second and let you think about it. Okay. Second distraction. Oh, this one's, and you cannot tell me no one that's listening to me either on live right now or replay has not dealt with this in their life. Comparing yourself to others. Is that a mic drop? Can I say that's a mic drop? That's a mic drop. Comparing yourself to others. Oh my God, I've done that so long in my life. I want to look like her. I want to be like her. I want to be like him. I want to be smart like her. I want to be smart like him. I want to have the right type of way to pronounce certain words. And I want to look a certain way. And I want to have my hair a certain way. I want my glasses to look sharp. And oh, they have that. I need. Stop the madness. That's distractions. Is it bigger than your purpose? Is it bearing your purpose down? Stop it. Yes, I'm saying it. Stop it. Am I that girl from Medea? I don't know. I don't know if I'm a girl from Medea. I don't know if I look like a girl from Medea. I don't know what girl you're talking about, but I don't know. She's talking positive. Hey, I'll get with the program. But anyway, so distractions. We're talking about distractions on your purpose. Third, yes, I'm calling them out tonight. Emotional distractions, fear, doubt, frustration. I'm going to say it again. Fear, doubt, frustration. I always tell people being repetitive is the art of learning. Emotional distractions come in fear. I'm fearful of this. I don't want to do it. It might not work out. Oh my God, if I take that first jump, what am I thinking about? If I leave the job, I'm not have no money, what's going to happen? Doubt. Everything that's come out of your mouth. Well, maybe I should do this, but no. If I make that step, that's going to mess me up in some areas, so forget it. Frustration, getting upset about stuff, about everything. That can be your distractions. It buries your purpose. Okay, another one. I have a lot, but I'm just going to name some main ones right now. And tell me, I want to hear it from you. What distractions that is really might be causing you to bury your purpose? Is it bigger than your purpose? Time wasters. Scrolling. Okay, now if you're scrolling for something that you're trying to really obtain, okay. But if you're just scrolling and say, oh, look at that. Look at the little babies. Oh, look at this. Oh, they're just talking like adults. Yeah, because you've seen those. I've seen them. Scrolling, procrastination, busy work. Oh, I'm so busy. I can't take that call. I can't talk to that person. I can't network over here. I can't check on this person because I'm so busy. Now, put a disclaimer because some people get on me and say, well, Barbara, I am busy. I am too. In fact, I'm busy today. I have a lot going on that I need to do. But you know what? My purpose is bigger right now than that busy work that I'm trying to do, because I want to make sure that I'm reminding everybody right now that their purpose should be bigger than the distractions in their life. It was really pulling on me today to the point where I said to myself, I need to do something. I want to put it out there. I want to to tell people what's going on. I want to tell them because I care about them so much and I love them. I want them to be lighthouse to the world. And they can't do that if they have all those distractions, bearing their purpose, bearing what they do for others, bearing what they feel and how, their personality, everything. We don't need that anymore. So busy work can be busy work. Now, if it's work that's getting stuff done and you're getting things done, that's one thing. But if you're just doing busy work, just be doing the same and saying I'm busy, then that's a whole nother issue. Okay. Scrolling, procrastination, time wasters. Yeah. Okay. One more. I'm telling you, I hope I'm hitting some of the heavy hitters here when it comes to distractions, because once the ones that I'm telling you, they have their own smaller ways. So it's like from people distraction. This is the last one I'm going to say. People distractions, trying to please everybody, and forgetting about you. Trying to please each and every person, and you forgot about yourself. It's not good. I'm going to say the old ways, how people say, the whole thing about You got to put the what before you can do others, right? Everybody, I want to give you a little, how can I put this? I want to make sure that it lands right. I'm going to give you something that might be a aha moment right now. And hopefully everything I'm saying is an aha moment, but this one I want to make sure. People, distractions, trying to please everybody. Guess what? No matter how much you try to please somebody, no matter how much you try to do for others sometimes, something's still going to come up. Something still is going to come up. So you're going to be forever and forever and forever and forever trying to please. And it's just going to be that cycle. So what you need to do is please come back to yourself and say, okay, is my purpose bigger than trying to please everybody right now? I need to please myself first. And you know what? When you do that, automatically, you're going to have the people drawn to you that are going to be happy with who you are, is going to resonate with who you are, that's going to want to connect with who you are. That's what it's all about. That is what's all about. And that can be a distraction if you're so busy over here trying to please everybody else over here. You see what I'm saying? I'm not even looking at you no more. That you're trying to do everything over there, that you're not focused over where you need to be. So that was a big one for me too. I was trying to please everybody. I was trying to do everything for everybody. And I'm like, and you know what? It goes back to the other thing I was talking about. It was frustrating. I was getting tired. I was getting upset. I mean, and the list goes on and on. So no. So distractions show up loud, but purpose speaks steady. I think you need to write that down. Distractions show up loud, but purpose speaks steady. I want to give you some self-evaluation before I end, because I looked up, I said a certain time I was going to do it. I'm going over just a little bit, but hopefully this is resonating with you. Ask yourself these questions when it comes to making sure that your purpose is bigger than your distraction. Yeah, I know. Don't call it a homework assignment. It's self-evaluation, okay? Just work with me here. Ask yourself this one question. Does this move me forward? Whatever you're doing, does it move you forward? Okay. Second question to ask yourself. Does this align with my values, my beliefs of what I believe in? If it doesn't align to what you believe in, your true values of what you have inside of you, then you shouldn't be doing it. It's a distraction. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Another question. So this self-evaluation questions. Would the version of me I'm becoming saying yes to this? Would the version of me I'm becoming saying yes to this? Okay. I want you to really just these 3 questions that I have for you. This is self-evaluation. I always look at myself in the mirror before I start going another race, because I want to make sure that Barbara's understanding herself, and Barbara's understanding what's going on, and Barbara's understanding what distractions are. That's what I want to make sure of. Okay. So if it doesn't line up, if it's not moving you somewhere forward, if it's moving you backwards, already that's a distraction. It should be moving you somewhere forward and up, not just forward, but up, forward, up. And then it should align to your values. If you say you believe in God, and the other part of it is they don't believe and they don't even know who God is, they don't even like God, they don't even trust God, then that's a big distraction, because your values is loving on Jesus and God, and they're not. So what you need to do is say to yourself, okay, in this situation, do I supposed to be mentoring them and talking to them and showing them love? Or are they going to override what they think and override your purpose on who you love? See what I'm saying? It can go both ways. It could be like, okay, you're helping them out in that situation of making them have a relationship, understand a relationship with God. Or they can come to you and get you moved out of what your values are, what you believe in. And you don't want that. People should be overriding your values and beliefs. If that's the case, that's another sign just to give you a point. That's another sign to say, this is a distraction. That ain't going to work. Can't do it. Can't do it. Okay. So I want to just say that it is a mindset. You know how people say it's a mindset. You got a mindset. You got to think it's a mindset. You got to get your mindset there. But there's an extra thing to the mindset. And I keep doing this with the mindset because I know it's a mindset. You got to think about it. Your purpose bigger than your distractions. What distractions do I have? Okay, I got to make sure this distraction, this is a time wasted distraction. It was a fear distraction. Is it a doubt distraction? Am I pleasing too many people? I'm trying to please people all the time. What kind of distraction is it? Yes, there, but then I want you to make sure that it comes here. Because when it gets to the heart, those distractions become boundaries for you. And what I mean, and I'm not talking about bound up boundaries. I'm talking about boundaries where you say to yourself, I am not going to relate to that because that's a distraction to my purpose to bring it out of me and then to bring it out to other people. So I'm helping other people. So I don't need that distraction bringing me down because now my purpose is buried. And then when my purpose is buried, I'm not the person that's supposed to be. And if I'm the person that's supposed to be, then guess what? Then you're somebody else. And you don't want to be somebody else. You need to be who you are. Okay. So take that mindset and make sure it comes into your heart and it's there, because then it's easier to really understand the distractions that are happening around you. Like I said before, that's not stopping you from your purpose. Okay. Distractions reveal what needs strengthening. Remember that. Distractions reveal what needs to be strengthened in your life. If you're a busy all the time and you feel like there's nothing moving forward in that, then you need to figure out what's going on. If you're scrolling all the time and it's not because of work-related stuff or something to move the needle, then you need to see what's going on. If you're trying to please everybody else and you are downtrodden and just oh my God, this is just not working right, then you need to see what's going on. Okay. If you're frustrated about something that you just over and over again, you're just upset about it all the time. It's on your mind all the time. It's been there for 2-3 hours, 2 days, 2 months, 3 months. Am I talking to somebody out there? Is my earrings coming off? If it's been there all that time, you need to figure out what's going on, because you shouldn't be so frustrated that it's taking up your purpose. It's taking up what you're supposed to be doing. Yes. So with that said, each time you overcome one, your purpose gets clearer. So each time you overcome those distractions and it's strengthening you, your purpose becomes more clear. And that's where the boundaries come in, because you're not going to let anybody take away what you're supposed to be doing in this world, right? It's not about perfection. It's about progress. Okay? It's not about perfection. It's about progress. So the question I ask everybody out there that's listening to me or not listening to me, or listening to me maybe through a pre-record, what is it? What they always say is live. And if you're listening to it later, the question is your progress, is your purpose bigger than your distractions in your life? You have to be accountable onto what those distractions are, and you have to be true to yourself. And what I mean by true to yourself, you have to understand and dig deep. My pastor always messes with me sometimes. I always say, we got to get to the root of it. We got to get to the root of it. And that's what I mean. You got to get to the root of it. There's the symptoms part up here. Okay, yeah, I'm a busy bee. I'm just so busy. But why are you so busy and nothing's moving? Nothing's going anywhere? You got to get to the root, right? Get to the root. I'm so frustrated. I'm mad. I'm pissed off at this person. I'm pissed at life or whatever. Let's get to the root of it. What's making you so upset? Because if you're letting everybody else make you upset, then they're controlling the narrative of your life. And if they're controlling the narrative of your life, there's a problem with that, because you should be able to control. Why is somebody else controlling the narrative of your life? You should be controlling that with your purpose. So that's a distraction if they're controlling how you feel. and how you react. Something to think about. So I want to give you some purpose power moves. Yes, I told you there's always action every time I talk. So I want you to set a purpose priority. Choose one small step to commit to in the next 24 hours. One small step of your purpose to prioritize within the next 24 hours. Now, I'm hoping that after you do the 24 hours, then it will continue on and it will continue on and it will continue on, right? So that's one thing. Another thing, create a no distraction zone. Yes, I love this. Create a no distraction zone, a time block, space, or routine where purpose gets attention. Full attention. Yes. So create a no. So that's sometimes this is what I do for that to push me. Because like I said, it strengthens. Distractions strengthen me to get better. I on my phone from whatever time. It could be 15 minutes, it could be 20 minutes, it could be 5 minutes, it could be an hour. For this hour, I'm just going to concentrate on what my purpose priority is. Just that. So I cut the phone off. I turn it down. I turn my computer off. Maybe if I'm not working on the computer for that point, and if I need to just read a book, whatever you're doing for that 15 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever time you pick, you want to create a no distraction zone. And that includes people, places, and things. So if you need to tell somebody, look, if it's your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, friend, family, associate, network, whatever, whoever it is, look, I am not going to be available because I'm creating my no distraction zone from this time to this time. So don't even think about calling me. And if you leave a text, I'm not going to hear it because I have my phone on silent. I'll get your text after I get off of Do Not Disturb. Okay? You have to do that. And last, I want to leave, protect your energy. Limit the people or patterns that drains your focus. Protect your energy. Okay? So your purpose is bigger than the noise, bigger the doubt, and bigger than the distraction trying to steal your shine and how you shine in life. So I want you right now to release any distraction that you're thinking about right now that you might have. I want you to start releasing that distraction. Because as I say before, you are the lighthouses of the world. And it is so important. I'm telling you right now, it's so important for you to understand how important your gift, your purpose, what you have in here, what God has put in here for you is so important to protect it and to make sure it's coming across in the right manner without any distractions that you might have in your life. And it depends on what distractions, that I mentioned a lot of them earlier, on what's stopping you from that purpose to get buried more and more. With that said, thank you for being with me today. And I want you to know, again, I got to repeat this. You are loved. You are important. You are beautiful. You are magnificent. You are an expert in your field. And you have a gift that's important for this world. So be that lighthouse to the world and make sure that it's bigger, better, and brighter and shining for everyone to see.